I am standing in a classroom. A faceless woman is at the chalkboard. Her back is turned. She is writing something illegible, scratching out sentences with her long red nails. The room is full of shivers. I can see that on a desk in the middle is a stack of papers, neat in a pile. A test. The test. Sharply I am told to sit, and I do. Begin, and I do. Or at least I try. But when I look down, confusion and chaos devour the page. Letters and commas, words and paragraphs, all there. Structure without sense, and yet, still, nothing. Another language, perhaps, and maybe I'm in the wrong room. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here. This is not my test. A clock ticks in strange intervals. I will raise my hand. I will leave this room. I look up and expect my arm to follow. But this body is no longer mine to direct. The faceless woman is at the chalkboard at the front of the room. I will call to her, but my voice is silent. Nonetheless, she seems to have heard me and stops her endless scrawling. She turns slowly. The shiver of the room penetrates my bones. I see her face, white and pale and smooth, long and round with subtle muted features. No bridge to the nose, just a small protrusion, hardly even there. Her eyes, two pinpricks like tiny black olives, hollow and empty. Her mouth tight, puckered red and round. I hear nothing. Yet she is yelling at me. The sound is off. I am angry and afraid. I yell back in equal silence, pleading for something. Her rage and frustration grow. She reaches back and grabs an eraser, her hollow eyes digging fiercely into mine. She will make certain that eraser finds its way from her hand to my mouth, and it does. When it hits, bones crack. The gravity that has anchored me to the chair instantly releases, and I stand, at last. Hands over lips, a mouthful of blood and jagged edges, I hold liquid and bones in my mouth. Unwilling to let it spill to the floor. It is foul and precious. I leave the room, anxious for the nurse. She will help. She will absolve me, fix me. I walk. At once, all attention, awareness, senses, focus on the rotten liquid, blood and bones, swimming in my mouth. My tongue pulls back to avoid contact. Absurd to think it's even possible. The tongue can feel it all. A guttural gag rises from the depths. I cannot hold this death much longer. I open my eyes. I blink. I'm standing in a vacant, echoing chamber, embraced by cold cement walls. The nurse stands looking at me, neat and dressed in white, a large winged hat atop her head, waiting for a breeze to lift her away. A plastic grin painted on her face. And I release. The gag groan demands to be heard. Jaws spread wide, blood and teeth tumble to the floor and lay defeated in the drain by my feet. The gag groan demands a voice. Something rising from the depths pushes its way up the back of my throat. A gasp for air and I vomit, pushing through my mouth a fetus, tumbling from my lips, and now dangling from the cord in mid-air. I am gagging, choking on this umbilical obstruction. The nurse approaches with a sweeping grin and scissors 3 feet long, shiny, silver, and sharp. Blades open, swish, like a clean crash of a wave.